Hey guys, what's going on? Just wanting to do another video of my boat here. I did one before. It was, I think shortly after I bought the boat. I'm not exactly sure. It's on YouTube. It's one of my first ones. I'm going to try it again here. Doing some modifications to the boat. It's basically 2-year seat time now. I want to show you what I did from the front to the back. You know, every little thing I did. So, I'm not exactly sure if I did this on the last video, but I put the Yak Attack lever lock anchor trolley. There's my net. I don't know if that was in the last video or not. Inside the boat, there's really nothing. I keep a towel in there in case I need one. My depth finder is the Garmin Striker 7 Downview. Cheap one, doesn't have good maps, but it gets me some idea what the bottom of the lake looks like. The way I power that is right here in the front, where the usually where the bottle goes, and there is some pieces of plastic from mounting that. Just an Everstart little battery. That's that. There's my KFO membership. Shortly after I got into this, I started kayak fishing tournaments. I got the anchor lock for my anchor. Over there, I have Senkos. Under my seat, in the actual seat pouch, is rattle traps. There's my PFD, my figure 8 fishing. Met them at the Muskie Show in Columbus. Under here is, I think, shallow square bills. And then I got my terminal tackle. And then under here, I have some deep divers, chatterbait, and jigs, and random lures. And here's all square bills, really big square bill there, and then one whopper popper and a swim bait. Looks like another swim bait right there. I have my Fish Grip Junior. Love these things. There's my paddle. It's the Bending Branches Angler Scout. That's the one that came with the boat. I'd like to upgrade it at some point, but I'll get around to it when I get around to it. Here's the back of my seat. I do have right over there. I have the Seal Line back by Jackson. And then I have my two hog troughs. I have one as the main. This is the one I'll be using as my main hog trough. There's my buddies off Instagram, Yak Bros. I give them a follow. I don't carry two of them at a time. I'm usually fishing with friends, so my one buddy doesn't have one. I just let him take one. I got my rod holders. That's my camera setup. Sometimes I run it, sometimes I don't. If I'm not running it, that's where my net will go, is right there. And then I got two bait binders. Got my spinner baits and buzz baits. And then down here is my old Jackson bag, the one that came on the kayak. And that's where I keep my anchor. My rod setups is the Abu Garcia Max Z, the Fletcher Shyrock Edition rod. That is not the original reel, obviously. This is the original reel for that rod. I put it on this one. This is really my go-to rod for if I'm bank fishing or if I'm doing anything else. So I put the best reel I have on the best rod I have. This is set up for frogging and jigging. So it's got 50-pound braid. This one right here, it's got 10-pound braid. And then here is the rod that came with that reel over there. I use this one as just all around. I throw chatterbaits, crankbaits, all kinds of stuff on it. It's just a cheap Black Max by Abu Garcia. I think it's got 20-pound braid on it. Other than that, that's basically my boat. Just as a little update since last time, I have fished several tournaments. Before I just fished for fun, and I had a canoe before this. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in my last video. But tournaments are just so much fun. It's so competitive. I love the atmosphere. And I fished with KFO. Sadly, this year they decided that they were going to switch out of the tournament series and just do kind of like gatherings. That's awesome. I wish I could have made it to some of them, but their tournament or their gatherings kind of fell in line with Buckeye kayak fishing tournaments. That's who I fish with now. Great group of guys, super cool. I met a bunch of people doing that. I've had friends driving all the way down from Erie, Pennsylvania to fish with these guys. That's how cool they are. So, other than that, in the next couple weeks, I'm going to be making a trip out to AEP Recreation Land. A little backstory in place that was strip mined a really long time ago. But they basically reclaimed all the land, planted a bunch of trees, and now it's fishing grounds. They have fishing, hunting, trapping, all kinds of stuff. And I'll probably do a video about that when I'm there. They have a little tourist attraction place. It's called the Big Musky Bucket. Anybody in Ohio knows what the Big Musky Bucket is. But yeah, I'll probably do a video and then I'll try to get some fishing footage from there. But yeah, other than that, there's another rod, spinning rod, anchor stick, old rod holders, crates back there. You can't really see it. There's my cart. Let me tell you, best purchase anybody can make this in kayak fishing. I say all the time, oh, I'll just drag my boat wherever I go. Let me tell you, that gets tiring after a while. So I bought a cart just about 3 weeks ago. I got that. Best purchase I have ever made for my boat. I will make a little bit of a complaint about it. The strap they put on is pretty cheap. It's stretched out real quick. So I took an old tree stand strap, wrapped it around there. Works perfect. Other than that, that's everything. The way I carry my boat is with those right down there. The Thule elevators. There's my tool bag from work. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll give another video here in the next couple weeks. Try to get out on there. If I can make it out in between now and then, I'll try. It's kind of hard with my work schedule. I work from 8 to 5, normal 8 to 5 job, but it's kind of hard now that it's the end of the summer and I didn't really focus on making videos. But thanks for watching this, guys. Have a good night, and I'll catch you guys later.